I'm Brian. I'm one of the co-founders of Superwall. We help consumer subscription apps increase their revenue by A/B testing their paywall. So we kind of help you find the right pricing, design, copy, things like that that help your users purchase and enjoy your product.
I know that you guys have been a long-time user of PlanetScale, so what made you first choose PlanetScale? How did you land there? And were you evaluating other options at the time?
At GitHub, I had seen a bunch of databases and crazy scale, and I saw some of the challenges of running MySQL yourself, 1 and 2, at that kind of scale. And we are a relatively small team, but our customers, kind of the end user of these apps, are on the scale of billions of users. So we needed something that would, we could start small because we were a startup and not have to pay a ton of money up front, but could scale to kind of as many users as we needed. We wanted to go with something SQL based, ideally MySQL, and PlanetScale was kind of the perfect fit for that because it was the promise and familiarity of MySQL with the kind of unlimited scale of the tests. We had worked on a product more in the core DevTools space before the Superwall product, and we had seen how much momentum we were able to gain by really being on the bleeding edge of the newest tech that was coming out and the best teams building the coolest products. And so we wanted to be a part of that journey with PlanetScale. It seemed like the kind of a reinventing of database providers, kind of going from, in the same way that Vercel did that versus Heroku or something like that. Yeah.
We at PlanetScale have built a lot of features on top of MySQL and Vitess, things like branches, deploy requests, insights, automated backups, a bunch of other features. So what of all those features do you leverage the most and find most useful at Superwall?
From day one, it was definitely branches. That was something that we used a bunch. So we wanted to be able to preview pull requests in as high a fidelity as possible. And so we have a cool little GitHub action where when we check out a pull request, we'll create a branch and deploy to a review environment targeting that branch. And so we get basically as close to production as we can with the newest changes that are in that pull request. And that's something that was unique to PlanetScale. I don't think at the time there was anyone else that was providing that sort of functionality. We'd have to create a new database or have some sort of shared staging environment. But what's really nice is that whole process is scalable as our team grows as well, because there's no necessarily hard limit on branches. It's not like there's a queue waiting for one specific review environment or something like that. Mm-hmm. It's all bound to the number of pull requests, and we can just create more branches as we go. I worked at GitHub previously, and it was kind of big when I got there. It wasn't me being the one to shepherd that growth. But with Superwall, because we're an SDK business, our end users, basically the people who use the apps that we help, that scale is huge. And so we had our application users table, and the primary key was a 32-bit integer. And one morning I woke up to chaos of our event collector was down. Oh, no. Alerts were dropping in Slack. Everyone was freaking out. We had no clue what was going on. We were able to pinpoint it was something in the database, and we had no clue. We reached out to support, DM'd everyone I knew at PlanetScale on Twitter, and come to find out, we basically ran out of integers. So yeah. Our end user table had grown past the int32 max, and so it ended up being a simple change. We just changed from int32 to int64. Gave ourselves a lot more headroom, and then it was fine after that. But we were shocked by the success.
It's a great story, and how schema recommendations, now that we have this feature, like how it really apply to saving an outage or saving downtime, right, for a company. So
yeah, that would have been huge at the time.
So what has your experience been interacting with PlanetScale Support, whether that's through support tickets or chatting with people on Twitter or any other forms of communication you've had with us?
It's been great. I haven't lost any friendships by bugging people I know on Twitter, which is great. That's the first bar. But no, seriously, the support has been great. Every question, if it can't be answered relatively quickly, there's always a follow-up and yeah, not just a surface level, oh, I don't know, try this. It's really, it feels like a partnership where we can ask a complicated question that's super bespoke and unique to our situation and really get investment from the PlanetScale team to help solve whatever we're trying to figure out.